Welcome to Red Devils KE, all things Manchester United, and today we are doing match preview. It's a big one, game week 1, Manchester United versus Arsenal. Now, on paper, Arsenal are slight favourites going into the game. Of course, it's away and they really never have a good match at Old Trafford, historically. If you look at the past 3 games, even the one they won, they don't really perform well on at Old Trafford. But I'll always back my team to win, especially against Arsenal. So where will the game be won and lost? I think for me, is that midfield. If we can stop Zubimendi, that new signing of his, he looks really silky on the ball. And he's not like he may not be like the physical presence that Partey was, but then he's a bit more silkier with the ball and can dictate the play and can keep the ball ticking going round. He didn't perform well against us when he was at Real Sociedad, but then in this Arsenal team, definitely there are better players around him, and that could really up his game. Another area where this game will be won and lost is set pieces. Declan Rice, Gabriel Saliba, on top of also being like a linchpin in the midfield, very physical, carrying the ball forward. Declan Rice and those deliveries, we need to be careful. We need to be on. That's why for me, Sesko kind of has to start, because we need that height at least for the 60 minutes or 70 minutes he'll give us before he's subbed, or however long he's on the pitch. We need to keep those set pieces out. The corner that we conceded against Fiorentina was criminal. There were 2 people left free like a bird. So that can happen against us, because they literally just score all set pieces. We need to be careful about that. For us, our weakest link is the midfield. That Bruno, I'm sure it will be Bruno and Casemiro in the midfield, or maybe he'll go for a stronger midfield, but that means Sesko doesn't start up top. So we'll have to wait and see what their starting lineup is. Of course, that's a big part of where we'll go in this game or how we'll perform in this game. For me, if I was to look at the lineup, I would start Heaton in goal, because he's the one who's shown over the preseason that he's actually fit and available. I think putting in Onana right now will be a risk, and just helping Arsenal with give Arsenal a bit of confidence to go at us, because we won't be solid at the back. I think in central midfield, the question is between De Ligt and Maguire. I think I got Maguire for the experience, but De Ligt is also a physical presence and is quite athletic in terms of keeping up with Gyökeres. But we'll wait to see that. And the question, of course, is up top. For me, I want to see Sesko start, because I think this formation, the Man United formation, does better with a point man number 9 at the front. We saw that was missing against Fiorentina in the last preseason game, where I think Cunha and Mbeumo were switching up top with Mount, and we didn't have a physical presence and a target man which you could play the ball off of at the top. So I'd love to see Cunha, Mbeumo, and Sesko, but I think depending on the fitness levels that we have, I guess we'll see what the manager has for us. Amorim in the press conference was talking about struggling. I don't need to see struggling, my man. I don't want to see struggling. No struggling. I want to see us go for Arsenal. I want to see us get them, pressure them, put the press on that defense, make Old Trafford a nasty place to play. Because if they take the first 15 minutes and start bopping that ball around, we in funk. Deadly funk. Bad funk. My prediction, 3-1 to Man United. No, that's bold. But I think in terms of soaking up their pressure and hitting them on the counter, I think we can be really dangerous, with especially if Mbeumo and Ahmad start and it's Cunha and Sesko, then we can literally play long, play off Sesko and try to ping them quickly with our quick transition. Of course, they're danger men. Of course, you have to start with Bukayo Saka on the right wing. Whether Arsenal are good, bad, he's always a threat. That cutting in and immediately just shooting that ball off that left leg, he's dangerous. And of course, their new number 9, Victor Gyökeres. A rumor has it he's not good in the air, but he scored a header in his last preseason. So yeah, let's see how that plays out against our defense. I think we can be solid. Our wing backs really need to pin their left back and their full backs back. Otherwise, they'll just have Joy overlapping and crowding our back three and that pocket of space that our wing backs create. Like I said, the midfield is the battle. Whoever is put in the midfield needs to play like there's no tomorrow. Like literally for this game. The other game is next week. Don't think about that game. You think about this game and you kill this game. Let's go, Man United. 3-1. Backing my boys to win. Let's embarrass these guys. Let's send this fan base into meltdown. Let's go.